Hi, this is Nettie from Nettie's World. How are you? This is the 31st of December 2024, around 10:30 in the evening. It's too windy and too wet to go outside now. So we usually go to the market square to get in the new year, but not this year. Everybody else has got a cold and I haven't recovered from mine. So I thought I'm going to do a rundown of what I did for this year. Busy year. And this is the year that my dream from Japan has come true. So let me start with January. Ow! So, January, February, specifically February. February came out the new adaptation of James Clavell's Shogun. I think if you've seen my previous video, you'd have seen how happy I was when I displayed my original 1980 version that Richard Chamberlain was in. And yeah, so happy. So happy. It was awesome. I mean, it was more than I thought it was going to be and better. So yeah, was very happy with this adaptation from Hiroyuki Sanada-san with Anna Sawai as Lady Maniko and others. It was brilliant. I mean, I can't say anything more than that. Some of the old characters, if you know my story, you know that I used to live in Japan about 30 years ago. From next year, 2025, 1995 is when I actually went to live in Japan. So yeah, almost 30 years ago, as of tomorrow, 1st of January 2025. And yeah, I went to live in Japan, and the older characters of this year's Shogun, some of them were actually in the actual, like I said, the actual drama. I saw them back in the day, in the early to mid 90s, all the way to the early 2000s, when they were becoming actors or singers or certain things, you know, entertainment, talentos, idoru, some of them were. And yeah, it was brilliant. I'll show you a few things dotting around some of my collection, and yeah, basically brilliant. It was brilliant. And if you haven't seen Shogun, the 1980 version, or even the 2024 version, go and see it. The ladies on this version are basically badass, as they would say in Cobra Kai. So yeah, and because of that and all of the things I did on social media about the new Shogun, and it won about 18 Emmys, I got interviewed by BBC World News about my comments, why am I so happy about it, and things like that. I'll put a link down below to tell you how that went. That was January, February. March, April, I went back to Japan to visit my in-laws and my friends, and it's the first time I went back to Japan on my own. My kids have now grown up, so didn't need to take them this year. So yeah, I went on my own for about three and a half weeks. Oh, it was like when I first went 30 years ago. It was brilliant. Loved it. I'll put that down as well. 3 April, May, June. So May, end of April, beginning of May, we had our 40th anniversary of Robin of Sherwood. 2 things in my life that I love, besides football, which is the third thing, is one is Japan, anything and everything to do with Japan, and Robin of Sherwood. So we had our 40th anniversary of Robin of Sherwood convention, with most of the cast and the crew that were there. Some of them obviously passed, but yeah, met some of the people that were there from 10 years ago, and also met some of the people that were new as well. One guy came from Sri Lanka. I think it was Sri Lanka? Yeah. All the way to see us. So it was great. So that was it. Number 4, what did I do? April, May, June. June and July. Oh, allotment. Now I've done the allotment now. This is my 3rd season to do the allotment. This year was just pants. It was just pants. I don't know what happened, but rain. As much as I tried to plant things, everything was just either eaten up or just bogged out with all the rain and the cold and everything. And this is supposed to be summer. No, as you can tell in England or UK, no summer this year, so no crops, couple of tomatoes. No, nothing really, nothing at all. So this year's allotment season was really rubbish. You can probably tell from other channels if you do any channeling. Yeah, it's just basically rubbish. Allotment. June, July, August, birthday. My daughter turned 21. Oh my days. Can you imagine? Got grown adults. And she graduated. She graduated from her university this year. So yeah, we went to her university graduation. And then September was when my son turned 18. So yeah, we did a little bit of things for him. He's the oldest one in his year, so not many things that we could do for him, but it was good. Had a bit of a dinner and everything else, so yeah. September, October, also in September I met Ray Winstone. He wasn't at the convention because he had his own thing to do the day after it finished, but yeah. My brother had, back in the day in 84, 85, I asked my brother to make the models for Robin and Sherwood, and I got everybody from the Merrys to see their figure except for Ray Winstone. I'd met Ray Winstone in 1985 when he came to Nottingham to promote Robin and Sherwood when Jason Connery was in it, but I haven't seen him since. Obviously he's been a Hollywood big shot, but he had this charity to do about somebody from Harry Potter that got stabbed unfortunately when he was on a night out with his bro. So we did that charity, and I went to go and see him, and yeah, as you can probably see here, a picture of me, my bro, and his figure. He's now seen it, so I got the whole of the Robin and Sherwood cast to see the models that are now actually 40 years old, the same age as the actual programme. So yeah, we did that. October, level 42. Level 42 is like, if not one of the biggest bands that I love, but it's my top 10, definitely top 3 of the bands I went to see. So they had their last tour for this year to round off. They had a world tour, so they did some of the, for me, I love the True Colours album. True Colours album sealed it for me. It was the album before they did the War Machine album, which next year celebrates 40 years. So I'll be going to the concert then, but yeah, I went to the O2 and did two nights there. Met some of my Japanese friends who were also Level 42, so yeah. Went to see them. October, November. Basically October, November, beginning of December. Was just gigging. Who else did I go and see? This year I went to see Blue. I went to see Hue and Cry. Various other people. So yeah. And then December, took my kids to Ireland. And yeah, long weekends, went to Ireland. And then last week was Christmas, and then tomorrow is New Year's. So yeah, I've had a pretty busy 2024. Similar to 2084. Similar to previous years. So 1984 was pretty busy for me. 1994 was pretty busy for me. Seems like the fours are the ones that make me do things that I have always wanted to do. So next year, starting tomorrow, I'll be celebrating 30 years of living or being in and out of Japan. So yeah, I'm hoping that more of next year will be like this year, except for a few people that have passed away, like my aunt who passed away. A couple of my friends have passed away, old and young. But yeah, at the moment, my thing is to try and, as always, get rid of some of this stuff. But yeah, hope you guys had a great night in 2024, and we'll see you in 2025, and let's see what adventures we can have for next year. So, Happy New Year to everybody, and iyo toshio. Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu, because it's already New Year in Japan. So, we'll see you next time. Bye!